Hello friends, and welcome back to another video. I'm Alanna Zingano with Travel the World from A to Z, and in today's video, we are discussing what exactly is included in your cruise and what is not. This is a sticky conversation with so many variables, from the accommodations to the food and everything in between. But don't worry, because we are going to discuss what you need to know for what is included and what is not. So first things first, what is included in the price of your cruise? Well, your well-deserved vacation is going to include your accommodation. I'm talking about your stateroom or your cabin, the place where you will rest your head and indulge in relaxation. Whether or not you enjoy your cabin just for changing your clothes, showering, and getting ready for your next adventure, or you really enjoy your stateroom for that peace and celerity and hanging out on your balcony, your stateroom is definitely included. You can look forward to also indulging in some spectacular production shows and entertainment, including hysterical comedians and tons of different activities to keep you entertained throughout the day and into the evening. These production shows are generally always included in your cruise fare, so there's a lot to look forward to, and you can generally keep track through the cruise line's app or through a paper compass or schedule for you to look forward to attending all of these, as you won't want to miss them. The next feature that's included in your cruise is kicking back and enjoying all the numerous lounges that either feature live music, entertainment, and games all throughout the ship. You can often find these games are even hosted by your cruise activity staff, so you can check out and play activities and games and even win prizes, or just kick back and enjoy some of the music. They'll even have a library where you can often find board games and cards and other games just to kind of entertain yourself if you want to keep it low key, all free for you to use. Another feature that you can use on your cruise is the fitness center. The fitness center is free for you to use all of the ellipticals and treadmills, the weights, for you to go in and pump some iron for you to work off some of that cruise buffet. If you feel the need while you are still on vacay, you can check that out. Moving right along, let's not forget about a highlight on the pool deck are the pools, hot tub spas, jacuzzis, and water slides. I love to spend a good chunk of my time on the pool deck enjoying all of these activities. And I've actually named myself Queen of the Water Slides because I simply cannot get enough as I scream down them all and have to do every slide multiple times.
Here we go! There's no line. We have the slides all to ourselves. A great way to spend our evening on the ship. We'll skip dinner. We don't care. We're all about the water slides. Ready position! Yep.
You can often find pools and hot tubs that are just for adults and adult-only sections. So something that I always really love to indulge in and get some use out of because, of course, it's included. Something else that is included in your cruise is the youth kid programs. Now, many cruise lines have year-round programs that are included, and this will be for children from ages like 2 to 17 years of age. Other cruise lines might not have it all year round, but the majority of contemporary cruise lines will, so you'll just have to look into that. But these kid programs are available with fun games and activities to keep the kiddos entertained and having a blast. But let's not forget about one of the major reasons we all love to cruise. It's the variety of dining options to feed our little foodie hearts. There's loads of options for breakfast, lunch, brunch, afternoon tea, dinner, late night dinner, second dinner, and the buffets are endless. Not to mention the main dining room options as well. I actually really enjoy eating in the main dining room with the singing and dancing, particularly waving your napkin in the air like you just don't care. Who doesn't love seeing waiters getting on the tables and dancing, shaking their stuff, or even having your own drawing come to life? The best part of the main dining room, the meals are delicious and you get some great entertainment. Of course, it's hard to go hungry on many different ships as they have 24-hour food access with certain venues that you can grab a late night snack like a pizza shop or a sandwich, something to hold you over until the other buffet is open. And of course, this is included as well. And the last thing that we're going to discuss that is included on your cruise is the beverages. So tap water, coffee, tea, and then basic select juices around the ship will be included as well. A little hack for you in case you don't like drinking just water is to bring a little bit of some flavored beverage packets, and you can spice up your water if you just get sick of drinking plain water. So those are some of your general what's included in your cruise. Now let's flip the switch and discuss what is not included. First on our list for not being included is dining in those specialty dining restaurants. Many different cruises will have a few different options for you to dine in if you wanted to pay an upcharge and dine in one of the restaurants, perhaps a specialty steakhouse or a special Italian restaurant. You can indulge in those and make reservations, although you can go all cruise without going there as well. It's really up to you. Other features on select ships that aren't included are cafes and lounges as well. For example, Starbucks or another cafe, perhaps if you're craving a latte or an espresso, those would not be included as well. But speaking of steakhouses, the steakhouse selections served in the main dining room on the menu, like a premium cut of meat or perhaps a whole boiled Maine lobster, you might see that on the bottom of a menu and it'll have an extra fee with it. Now this is a premium where it's not included and you would pay extra unless you're on a cruise where you have a lobster night, and then you'll see lobster on the menu as a general item for you to pick as well with no fee next to it. So just be on the lookout for those premium selections on the menu. One thing I always like to enjoy is room service on a cruise, although it's not included in many different scenarios. So 24-hour room service usually has some charges that apply. Now there is sometimes on certain cruises where you can order complimentary continental breakfast and not pay a fee, but tipping is usually expected, so you are paying somewhat of a fee, so technically it's not included. And if you were to order outside of the breakfast time, you would be paying a fee as well for your lunch or snack. Let's not forget about those alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages as well. So this is excluding beverages being served in the main dining room and the restaurants on the pool deck, such as non-bottled water, so tap water, lemonade, the iced tea, those select juices, hot chocolates, non-specialty coffee, tea. Those are the ones that are included and that we just talked about. But we're talking about your sodas and your fountain drinks that are not included on the majority of cruise lines. Although some cruise lines do particularly include some of those fountain drinks or alcoholic beverages with a meal. You'll just have to look into each cruise line specifically, but the majority of contemporary cruise lines do not include those beverages. Something to keep in mind on top of having to pay for those is the gratuity is added on top of each bar drink you purchase. So if you don't purchase a drink package, you are paying individually on each drink for the gratuity. So that adds up as well, and just something for you to keep in mind that it's not included. Do you like to shop on your cruise? Because gift shop purchases aren't included. Now this may be obvious that you have to pay for your own souvenirs if you want to bring home a gift for yourself or your loved ones, but you have to fork over your SeaPass card for those charges as it's not included. Now, if you're really looking to spice things up and enjoy a specialty show or a dinner and a show, you can look out for specific cruise lines that offer these. I'm talking about MSC's Meraviglia class, where they have the Cirque du Soleil on board, which is incredibly spectacular, something that I am dying to see, or Norwegian's Cirque du Dreams and Steams, where you enjoy your dinner while you are watching a fantastic show that can really blow your mind and just make the food taste even better when you're watching something as incredible as the acrobats. So you will expect to pay an upcharge for these type of shows, and you'll need to make reservations as well for this type of entertainment. It's not included, but it is something fun if you're looking to treat yourself. Also, spa services aren't included as well. And again, we need to keep in mind that gratuity is added on top of the service as well. Don't forget that playing your odds with Lady Luck, aka gambling in the casino or the bingo games and tournaments, are an extra fee. Some bingo games are actually highly popular on ships, and they have large payouts like winning a free cruise. So it might be worth it to test your luck. Now, something to keep in mind is the art auction programs. Now, art auctions are featured on generally a lot of different ships and different cruise lines, but it's important to note that the attendance is free, but bidding is taken very seriously. So these art auction programs are for serious bidders. So you don't want to bid as it's a game or anything kind of fun like that. And I've actually seen someone who bid on a piece of art and didn't really mean to, or had a bit of buyer's remorse. So just keep in mind that the bidding is taken seriously and it costs money to bring those pieces of art home with you. Now, a very fun part of cruising is the excursions, all those wonderful destinations you are going to. Now, unless you're traveling on a luxury line, all of these excursions, whether you are traveling with the cruise line or on your own with a third party, this is out of pocket. So just keep that in mind, that that is not included in your cruise fare, along with other activities on the ship as well. If you wanted to participate in any specialty cooking classes, perhaps a sushi making class, a wine and liquor tasting class, or a cupcake class, things like that are a specific upgrade and a fee for you to pay extra for. Of course, you're having so many awesome memories throughout your cruise as well, and you might want to take some professional photos, whether they take your photos in the dining room or throughout the atrium. There's always tons of opportunities to snap and grab a quick photo, but the photographs for you to take home will cost you as well. Next, we have our laundry services. Now, this is where your room steward will do a valet and take it from your room and have you fill up a bag of your clothes and it's returned clean and pressed, or even self-service is not included in your cruise as well. So either way, valet or self-service, this is something to keep in mind, that if you wanted to not bring home a luggage full of dirty clothes, you will have to pay. Now, we mentioned earlier that the kids clubs are free, but there is a contradiction to this with the babysitting. So babysitting would be on a different basis, where they have after hours programs, additional options for you to sign up your kiddos, and those are for a fee. So if you wanted to have a special date night in the evening with you and your spouse, and perhaps the kids club wasn't open for additional hours, you could have a babysitting option, and that would be for a fee. And lastly, what's not included on your cruise is the service gratuities and tips. Keep in mind that these gratuities are per person, per day, and that crew on board is working extremely hard to meet your needs and making you have a memorable, amazing cruise. Well, I hope that cleared the air of what's included and what's not, making your life a little easier when you're planning for your cruise vacation. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below if any of these topics surprised you, if you thought something was included and didn't know that it wasn't going to be, or vice versa. Let us know, and check out these other two videos that I think you might enjoy as well. Until next time, ciao for now.